Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I am back renovating this apartment, which is another eco lifestyle apartment, and this time I'm creating a small 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment that's perfect for a single sim or a couple. But before we get into all of the details, I did want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Star Stable. You can download it today using my link in the description box. You can play for free up to 5 levels. Star Stable is a computer-based game that offers unique multiplayer gameplay full of horses, friendship, and adventure. Star Stable is super fun to enjoy together with your friends by doing quests and challenges together. The game is driven by their mission to be a platform where players can come together to share their amazing gaming experiences and to celebrate sisterhood. Discover the magical land of Jorvik on horseback. Each player becomes part of a captivating storyline. You'll establish a special bond with your 4-legged friend while also connecting with other Star Stable players from all over the world. It's easy to get started. Just go to their website to create an account. Here you can download the game and create a character. Once you've registered, download the game onto your computer by hitting the download button. Now that it's downloaded, you can immediately start playing. Here I'm competing in a race in Moorland, which is a great opportunity to gain skills. The more tasks you complete, the further you'll advance in the game. Make sure you take care of your horse and your stable. You'll need to wash, feed, and pet your horse. I found this guy while I was exploring, and the mission here was so fun, and I just loved the animations. It really made the game come alive. You can also explore horse breeds at Fort Pinta. There's lots of gear to choose from for both you and your horse, which is great for personalizing your character and adding your own style. Through my exclusive link, you'll get 1 week of free Star Rider time in their premium version. So make sure you check out the description box for more information. And again, thank you so much to Star Stable for sponsoring today's video. So here you can see I'm picking out the furniture in the living room. I really wanted to get like the color scheme established. Originally I was going to just match the wood tones with the windows, but I don't know, for some reason I just wasn't feeling it in this apartment. I actually really like the orangey wood tones that we have in game, but I feel like I use them pretty often, and so I wanted to do something a bit different, but I still wanted it to feel like it belonged in this apartment. I really wanted to go along with the overall style of the world, because this is the modernized version of Evergreen Harbor, in case you guys aren't recognizing it. I'm sure if you've been watching my videos for some time, you know that there's 2 different versions of this world, but in case you're not familiar with the eco lifestyle pack, then you probably don't know, but this world originally is very dirty. There's trash everywhere, it's polluted, and it's not eco-friendly, but through the gameplay of the expansion pack, you upgrade the world to become more eco-friendly, modernized, and cleaner, and it's just super cool. I really like it a lot, and I pretty much feel like I have to mention it every time I do an apartment in this world or a build in this world, just because I want to praise the Sims team for doing this, because I think it just makes me feel like there's so much variety in this world, and I always want to build here because of it. It also has apartments, which is like a huge bonus. I feel like every major world that we get should have apartments. For the longest time, it was just City Living that had apartments, and then we got this one, and it's the only other one that has apartments, but I feel like with the Get Famous pack, that should have came with apartments. Snowy Escape definitely should have came with apartments. Pretty much any world should have apartments. It would be so cool even if we didn't have the ability to build the entire building ourselves, if they just gave us the structures and places to place them, or if we could just place them on regular lots. That would be really cool. I'm not sure exactly how they would implement that, but I would really appreciate the ability to customize worlds a little bit more. I don't know, I just really like this world. I like the ability to build in a different version of the world. I think it's so cool. It's like there's 2 different worlds that came with this pack. But anyways, my idea was to build something that really fit into the modernized version of the world, something that just looked like it belonged here, kind of like the perfect apartment for this style of world. Over here is going to be the kitchen. As you can probably tell, it's very cramped. The overall layout of this apartment is quite cramped, but I think I made it work for the objects that I was using and for the space, and I will have to play test a few things to make sure everything functions before I upload it to the gallery. Because I don't know, I did a few different tricks in here, nothing too crazy, but it's mostly just cramped, so I need to make sure your Sims can actually navigate around the apartment. And I also need to check to see if these counters work. If they don't work, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, because the one to the left of the sink is in the original orientation, but I did flip the counters. That way there wasn't all the open shelves. I pretty much just didn't want to feel like I had to clutter up every single counter space with well, not the counter space, but the shelves below the counters. I wanted there to be a few clutter pieces, but I didn't want it to be overly cluttered and messy, and I felt like if I was to do that, it would just be too much. And so I turned them around, so I don't know if they function like that necessarily, but we'll see. I'll play test it, like I said, before uploading it to the gallery, but I think it looks really good like that. And I think this kitchen's just super cute, even though it's very cramped in its place. But yeah, here I'm just adding some clutter pieces, and there's also a teapot in here. I realize I overuse this teapot, and I should probably use the coffee makers sometimes, but I just like the teapot for some reason. But anyways, to the left of the refrigerator, you'll also see that I have a computer desk. I used a shelf as the actual desk part, and then I put the computer on a bar height counter, and so the bar stool is actually snapped to the bar height counter and the computer is sitting on that, but I shrunk the bar counter. And so I think right now I just have it at the regular shrunken down size that you can do just by using the bracket keys, but then I shrink it further using the tool mod, and I shrink it to about, I think, 0.01. That's usually what I shrink stuff down to, because you can still see them, but they're like barely visible. So if you look closely, you can see the counter if you need to delete it for whatever reason, but it's not going to be in your like visual field all of the time. Only if you like look down at the ground at the tiny little spot where it is, but it won't just be the way it is right now. I think it's too big and too noticeable. But anyways, right here I'm just finding some clutter decorations to clutter up the office space, and also some artwork and stuff to put above it. I was really kind of struggling with what exactly I wanted to put above it. What I ended up doing was just sizing up another shelf and then adding decorations up there. It ended up being way more cluttered of an apartment than I imagined, but I really think having those counters turned around really helped with the overall like clutteredness, because I think if I was to leave those, it would be too much. But the way I have it right now, I think it's kind of a balance. Maybe it's not, maybe some of you guys will disagree, but I don't know, I really had fun with adding like the personalized decorations. I could really see like a sim living here that really enjoys like traveling or going to like the flea market or something and finding personal decorations that they really enjoy decorating their home with and making it feel like a cozy, nice space for them. But I didn't think about their personalities necessarily. Maybe one sim lives here, maybe two sim lives here, maybe they're a writer, maybe they work at a grocery store, maybe they, I don't know, are a photographer. I don't know exactly all of the careers in game anymore, but maybe they do some random job. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I wasn't decorating for that necessarily. But anyways, over here is going to be the bathroom. The bathroom is fairly simple. There's just a stand-up shower, some decorations, a toilet, and a sink. I decided to use this toilet. It came from the Snowy Escape expansion pack, but I felt like the style of it worked really nicely for the style of the apartment, and I liked how it had the little bit of like brown accent color on it too. So I thought that was kind of fun. Usually I don't put too much thought into the toilets that I use. I mean, I do sometimes, depending on if it's a really specific style, but usually I gravitate towards the toilet that came from the Tiny Living pack. I just like the design of it, I think, best out of all of the toilets. But yeah, I thought that one was kind of fun and different because I hardly ever use it. But anyways, over here is going to be the bedroom. For the bedroom, I pretty much just tried to make it match the rest of the apartment. And I'm also using the Dream Home Decorator modular furniture right here to create a wardrobe. And then I'm just cluttering it up with some shoes and some baskets and boxes and magazines and clothes, of course, and just trying to make it look cute, I think. And then I put a mirror and a plant, and then I'm also using this, I don't know what you would call this, kind of like cabinet decoration. It came from Eco Lifestyle, but yeah, I thought it was pretty in here. And then I just add some bookcases, and that's pretty much it for the build. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys enjoy the screenshots. Again, don't forget to check out the description box for information on downloading Star Stable so you guys can have some fun playing that game. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
Whispering a symphony at night. sky.